back. Episode 68 of Brick Shots with Billy and Tonio. Tonio's with us. Obviously, Matt's here. Won't be here next week because he has to see his family or whatever. Christian's back as always.
What the fuck?
Think of us as his family, so it just hurts.
Look, I've got a drug problem. I'm actually smuggling drugs across the U.S.-Mexican border next week.
All right. Doing God's work. Thank you.
I support that.
Bringing that fentanyl in.
Now you can miss the show.
He was a visit his family.
Anyway, guys, what's been up all week? Nothing?
Me. I've been down bad, been sick. We back rolling. I'm ready to go. I'm good to go. Thanks for y'all's get better wishes and texts.
Oh yeah, of course. When you were sick, I would have sent you one.
No, it's all good. But other than that, I'm good. I'm fine. Like Tonio said, Juneteenth. So happy Juneteenth, everybody.
No, happy Juneteenth, me and Christian. Happy Liberation. Those two on this side came free, Christian. No offense, when it comes to 4th of July, y'all got it.
If a big booty black woman walk by him, I'm sure they looking, so they good with me.
Billy has dated.
Christian knows
a
thing or
black
two.
woman before.
Two.
Billy, you had 2 black girlfriends? Well, hell yeah, Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth to him.
One was a mistress, but yes.
As long as it wasn't a mistress, we good to go.
And I'm pretty sure Matt done talked to a black girl.
And if he didn't, I'm sure he looked at a black girl's ass.
Doesn't Shane have a black wife? Aren't they married? Is he married to a black woman?
My brother's wife is Jamaican.
Oh, he got an elite.
Right, yeah. Hey, she way blacker than us.
Yeah, he got an elite. Real quick, while we're talking about blackness, I would like to take the time out to let everybody know that doesn't know that me and Billy are really friends. We're not like Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Like
Stephen A. and Skip, that's what y'all like.
Yeah. No, we not like that neither. I've been to Billy's house on multiple occasions and a show wasn't shot. Like a show wasn't shot. I didn't get shot at. Like I wasn't the mascot or none of that. We friends for real.
He's helping us. Like I don't know.
This is news to me. I'm glad you guys are coming out.
So everybody can just stop asking, bro. Like, y'all really friends? Yeah, we really friends, bro. Like, it's real, bro. Like, I have to beat these allegations coming from the CBs that I don't like white people.
He likes two white people. I think he likes Matt. I'm guessing.
Shaky.
Shaky. If all the white ladies that want to jump in his inbox, it's open. Y'all can get into it.
No. Don't do that.
Let's go ahead and transition then.
Speaking of white people, Denver won the NBA championship.
They did.
And that is one of the whitest cities in America. Crazy, sad news. Hoping that everybody's getting better. Two drug dealers decided that, which is elite thinking, but when the drug deal goes bad, it ain't elite. They had a drug deal during the parade, so 10 people got shot. So hope wishing a speedy recovery on that. But if you think about it, the police ain't paying attention to nothing. If that would have went through, would have been a flawless plan. But it wasn't flawless. So to them,
but why bring it to the parade? You can go the rest of the city.
That's true too.
Like, hey, meet me at the parade where there's 600,000 people instead of at this park where no one's at.
It wasn't the smartest drug deal, but
let's go to where the cops actually are today.
The police wouldn't be paying attention.
Yeah, they're not paying attention, but let's do it behind their back for the thrill of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not like buying
extra high with your high.
It's not like buying a dime sack in Hollister. You know what I mean? It's a little different.
Yeah,
it's in the size 30s.
Shout out to Denver, bro. They look like the most elite team in the NBA all year, and at the end of the year, they showed it. Joker is a generational talent. He deserved that. Been the best player in the league for the last 3 years, maybe.
I get it.
You said what now?
I agree with that.
Still certainly ain't gonna harp on it alone. Embiid shouldn't have won the MVP this year. Joker was clearly better. We see that.
They made it last year though. That's just kind of the way.
Yeah, that's how it goes. That was a makeup award, but if he would have won an MVP, probably would have been one of the most flawless seasons that we've seen since a LeBron winning the MVP and then going and winning the Finals MVP same year. Would have been dope. Shout out to Mike Malone for still thinking about LeBron. Whole time did the whole shirt with the smoke that LeBron had on his poster, but then LeBron came and killed him with an Instagram post. Hardest line in there was y'all shining right now. My light is forever. Crazy. That's a bar. That's a bar, bro. But from one championship to another championship, go ahead.
I was gonna say I do think LeBron maybe needs to stop with this aspect of it, of the also trolling. Like, just let Mike Malone keep thinking about you. Like, what was the point of the clapback?
Nah, bro, cause man, year 20, Billy, I've been humble my whole career. Like, fuck, can I not say nothing? In 20 years, Billy, can I really not say nothing? I've been hearing it every year. Every year I get older, I'm washed. I come and give you before injury 38 and 9. What the fuck? Like, can I not say nothing, Billy? I'm asking, can I not say nothing in 20 years?
I'm not saying he couldn't say nothing, but like, why not just throw it under the bus? Like, because it doesn't. Who the fuck's Mike Malone to LeBron? Like, if we're being for real, like, okay, this coach won a chip, had 2 superstar players, and Jamal Murray's a superstar. Sorry, he could have won the fucking the Magic Johnson Award for the best player in the Western Conference Finals, but he didn't because they just gave it to Joker because he's the best player on the team. But LeBron could have just said, "Hey man, congrats to the Nuggets." That would have been a mic drop in itself. Didn't have to kill him with that bar. Matt, what do you think?
The lame machine keeps rolling, or whatever the fuck he said.
See, Matt agreed with LeBron. Chris, how you feel about it?
It's fine. I don't think much about it. You know, like you said, 20 years, he really ain't never showed up negative in the media. You know, he could say this.
But I will say,
but also
just call him out by the name, though. I will just say that. Might as well just go directly to the person instead of just putting a blank tweet out.
Every response doesn't deserve damn.
So
help me out.
Remember when he showed up to the parade in the Ultimate Warrior shirt?
What is the saying? Every reaction doesn't deserve a response.
That's fair. But see what I'm saying? Remember when he showed up with the Ultimate Warrior shirt to the parade? Like, that was cool as fuck. That's what that's what I was expecting from LeBron, not an actual.
Bro, but this shit was cool as fuck too. This
shit wasn't cool.
This man in Europe, waving the Le Mans flag, and he just posted a picture of him waving the flag, and just took the time to put that caption out there. Like, what's wrong with that, Billy? I don't see. I think
nothing is wrong. Nothing's wrong with it. I don't have a problem with any player saying whatever the fuck they want to say, especially if they're in a LeBron, Giannis, Joker, whoever. I'm just saying. Like you said, 20 years, we're just used to him being humble. It's just it's a weird.
I mean, that's what I'm saying though, Billy. Like, I'm used to it, but how many times, me and you on this show before Matt and Christian even got here, how many times we done said, "Damn, I wish LeBron just say something back to this player." Like, you can't have it. You can't ask for that, and then he do it. You're like, I'm just used to him being humble.
Maybe it's like wishful thinking for both sides. You know,
I get it. But. Going from one champion to another one, Matt said Kristen picked the right people, but they didn't pick the winning side. The fucking Panthers got their shit rocked, bro. Woo-hoo. 9-3. God damn, Matt. That's what
every dog has his day.
Hey, I was just following Christian's lead. I went to battle with him, and hey, I just know whatever Christian says going forward, it's the exact opposite for me. So mark that down.
How did you feel about that, though, Matt, Billy?
It was an ass whooping. That's what it was.
I mean, a whole series.
So the whole series, like the first 2 games, especially, I'm watching. I'm just sitting here like the Panthers just didn't have it. I think
are they? Let me ask you this, Billy. Are they one player away? A different, like what?
No.
What?
So in hockey, you need a lot of that experience that they got, and they'll probably make the finals again, and maybe win it next year. But you got to remember, this team last year they were the number 1 seed, and they got rocked by the number 8 seed. This year it was reversed. They were the number 8 seed, barely getting in, kind of getting their feet wet. Got all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals. Were not ready. It's big. Hockey's really big on like it's kind of like the NFL where it's like those teams that get there just were not ready to play. Didn't understand how much better playoff hockey is going to be. Then you get the Knights who've done the same thing. Went to the Stanley Cup Finals their first year, lost. Went in the playoffs deep a couple times. Had some heartbreaking losses. Had a bad goaltender for a little bit for a series, and then just kind of that's the way it goes. But the Panthers, I think, are going to be a formidable force in the next couple of years. I don't think it's a player. I think it's just this experience that they needed. Getting their ass whooped like that's going to show a lot of. They're going to show up next year.
I think also the Panthers. I think beginning of March they had like a 2% chance of making the playoffs, or it was something very low. So they've been in the playoffs since the beginning of March. Like, they had to basically not really win out, but they had to win a majority of their games to even get to the playoffs. And they did that. So they've been in a playoff mindset for almost this entire year. We're almost in July now. It just ended. So through June, they've been in a playoff mindset, just grinding, going as hard as they can. Whereas Vegas, they could have take the gas pedal off a little bit, keep the rust off, but, go through the motions and just get through the season like healthy, basically. That's all they had to do because they were the number 1 seed all year. And the Panthers, the exact opposite, fighting for everything they had. And then, eventually you're going to run out of gas. You're going to run out of like, I can't keep going as hard as I can every single day. So I think that kind of played into it.
I don't know, bro. Getting your ass beat 9-3 is crazy. And me going to the hockey games I've been to, I've seen because I've never been to an actual NHL game, but I've been to the Norfolk Admirals up here in Virginia. Because they give military tickets $7, like alcohol and beer like $3 to $5. Like,
yeah,
I'm in there. I was in there, and if they score 5 goals in a game, you get free wings at the local pubs around here. So I went a couple times, and bro, like not expecting to be interested. That shit's interesting as hell, but 9 goals is insane. Even like because. Like I said, I was going to a minor league joint, and they was putting up. Most I seen them put up was like 6, 7, 9 in a championship game.
But crazy. You got to remember in hockey, man, it's all about your goaltender. Like if your goalie's playing really well, you're gonna ride that thing. You could be a shitty team, but if your goalie's not giving up shit, you're gonna be fine. But if your goalie has one bad game, it's kind of like a kicker in football, where like if your kicker's going through a slump, like it's a fucking slump. And these goalies, you can't pull them because that's going to ruin it forever. Like they're going to be done, and you're not going to have remotely close to a chance. And like I said, for next year in the playoffs, maybe that goaltender, I couldn't tell you his name, but he's going to definitely like have that in the back of his mind to where now if like, let's say they score 3 goals pretty quick, he's going to have that in the back of his mind to where either he's going to fucking put up or he's going to shut up. Where a kicker, where it's like, all right, I missed the last 2 game-winning field goals. Am I going to fucking be able to kick this one? And then when it goes through, it's like, all right, rocking it out now.
That's crazy. Well, while we're on championship caliber things, let's go ahead and knock out the most championship caliber section that we have on our show with Christian's Corner. Let's get to it.
This one's going to be pretty heavy, I think.
Okay, let me start it off with we're going to go football, basketball, NBA, college, and NFL.
Woo.
Damn.
Should I take a day off tomorrow?
I think so. We're just gonna go with 2 guys I think are very productive offensive scorers. Really didn't bring much defensively in the NBA. Would you rather have Monte Ellis or Trae Young?
For me and Monte Ellis, same state, same gang. I'm going Monte Ellis.
I'm also going go ahead, Tonio.
And Monte Ellis would at least stay in front of somebody. Like I ain't calling him a lockdown, but
you can try.
Yeah,
Trey's, if you pass him next to the 3-point line, it's like, I'll get him next time. No big deal. But I'm also going to go Monte Ellis because Monte would also take coaching where Trae Young is just like, nah. I'm not going to fucking put up with this hard coaching and all this jazz so we can fucking – because I'm the best. I'm blah, blah, blah. That's what I'm thinking.
Christian, going forward, I'm going to just let you know, anything Trae Young related, I'm picking the opposite. Just because he got Nate McMillan fired. And I like Nate McMillan.
Yeah. Love Nate.
I don't know why, but he just looked like that drunk uncle at the barbecues that you could just if you was young, hey, get you a little sweet. Don't tell your mama. He looked like that.
Knowledge on your head up there.
Yeah.
Has a little gut poking out, have a cigar.
That uncle, don't whoop that baby. Yeah, he like that uncle. Go ahead, man.
Always got a little beer under his breath.
No, see, he ain't gonna say don't whip that baby, but he's out there whipping the shit out of his kids. That's it.
There you go.
You sound like Billy.
I would go with Monte Ellis, but you guys both did go Trae Young.
Why?
Just because you guys both picked them. You know, what kind of show would this be if everyone's like, hey, I got two players. Everyone's like, Monte Ellis. All right, next one. So we're going Trae Young with his terrible ass hair. You know, he can put up a 3. Fuck defense if you can outscore him.
I'm gonna go Monte Ellis. I was a big fan of Ellis. Just go down there, get you a bucket. I'm gonna go Monte.
Big bang takes a little bang.
So this might be a little confusing. So if anybody's confused on the question, let me know and I'll try to clarify it. Are these two players coming out of high school?
Hold on, I had a question. I think.
Oh, he already confused.
I'm confused.
Go ahead, Chris.
These guys coming out of high school both of them had a lot of hype, but I think neither one of them really lived up to the hype. My argument is not saying they weren't good, but they weren't as productive as we all would like. So more overhyped, Robert Kimdichie, and we're going off what they did in college, nothing in high school. I mean, in the NFL. Okay. Robert Kimdichie or Rashawn Gary.
So who's more overhyped?
Right. Meaning the hype that they had coming into college and didn't really, because I believe neither one of them, if you look at the numbers, put up the numbers we expected them to, but maybe had somewhat of a different impact, which we want to see what you did number-wise. We don't really care if you took on double teams and things of that nature.
Well, so correct me if I'm wrong real fast. I don't know if you have the numbers, but Robert Kimdichie was the number 1 recruit at a high school.
So was Gary.
Yeah, Gary was the highest. At his point, he was the highest number 1 recruit ever. Meaning he had
he was almost a perfect 5-star across the board.
Right.
Yeah. Well, with that though, I'm going because I'm trying to remember too because the Rashawn Gary ones were who was it? It was when Harbaugh got there and really kind of.
Yeah, it was him with Julius Peppers, all those guys from New Jersey that we got to Michigan. Yeah.
Yeah, you said Julius Peppers. I was like, that was.
Did I say Julius?
Yeah.
I might have just said his name too fast, but
yeah. But it was that class that Jim Harbaugh guy was like the best defensive class we'd ever seen up until Texas A&M a couple years ago, right?
I don't think so. I don't think Harbaugh.
Well, no, drafted. We had 10 position players drafted from that defense, and at that point, it was like the best. It was like what Georgia's doing now. We did it, 5-6 years ago. That's what happened.
Winning national championships. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I still think because Kimdichie was he was really. I remember because he had a lot of flack for not going to Alabama, right? Or he got kicked out of another program. He got kicked out of Florida State, I think.
No, he was actually he was crystal ball to Ole Miss because his brother was there. His dad had got hired.
Yeah, right. Okay, yeah.
What was his brother's name? Something similar to Robert, wasn't it?
Denzel?
No, never mind.
No, not.
I think he's got. Yeah, not similar at all, but yeah, he's a linebacker. Denzel, whatever his name was, a linebacker.
It looked like that gives you.
Yeah,
and it's hard. It's hard to not throw the NFL in there because Rashawn is doing really well in the NFL, so it's hard to
Well,
and that's why I say take that out because that is separated completely.
I'm thinking of strictly college. I know in college, Gary, we made him play basically defensive tackle, and now look at him. He's
Out of
a smaller
position.
edge rusher. So we played him out of position because he was that talented. He could do anything in the front seven, where it kind of limited his numbers. Whereas, like, you put him in the right spot, look at him doing the NFL now.
Where Kendichi did kind of crush it in college, too, though. Overhyped, that's hard.
I'm the other D tackle prospect around Robert.
I'll also go Rashawn Gary because Kendichi did do numbers at Ole Miss.
But now, if you guys look at the stats,
go ahead, give it to me.
Yeah, I think was 5.5.
Yeah, I was going to say
recruit.
Robert was more overhyped.
But he also played against better offensive lines in the SEC than Rashawn did for the Big Ten.
Yeah, but if you look at other SEC players that come in as a 3-star and they dominate top 10 pick, like,
yeah,
you're a man amongst men coming into college already. You don't have to develop for a year. You're already that dude. Like, if you get slightly better, you're already dominating them guys.
So you talking about Rashawn?
No, I'm saying Robert. I don't even know how to say his last name.
Kendichi.
Yeah, whatever. He was more overhyped because I think he struggled with injuries a lot during his college career too, where he wasn't on the field as much as he should have been, and then he got drafted off of his hype.
Yeah, I agree.
Whereas Gary was on the field. He may not produce numbers, but he was, taking on double teams. He was just playing all over the place.
Yeah.
Where it was hard for him
I'm still going Gary because he played in Michigan.
I also will say he had one of the better draft picks I've ever seen because he drafted, I forgot who the Packers took out of Ohio State, but he was like, go blue though. And it was just it was really fun. Were we watching that part, Matt? Is that what we saw?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think I watched. That was the year I watched the draft at your house.
I thought it was that was on deployment when we watched day 2, I think.
But yeah, well, maybe we were just together then.
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh yeah, we were in our barracks room with 3 TVs.
Bingo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Not being biased, but I'm gonna go Kendichi. I think
you being biased.
Both of them were overhyped, but I say Kendichi because watching Ole Miss, he really never popped. I mean, I think Shannon Ward made more plays than Gary. I mean, not Gary, Kendichi. But at the same time,
because if we add the NFL to it, it's obviously Kendichi.
Yeah. And that's why I say let's just go on topic.
Yeah, but if we talking college, it's Gary. Kendichi, All American first team in college.
But my thing is, he got the accolade, but did he really look like an All American on the field? When you say, "Oh, he's the guy," not off his athleticism, off of his big plays he made. Which
I don't think you can underestimate All American. Like All American is a fucking that's hard to get. Like they're not just handing that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like
I see what you're saying, but
you know what I mean?
at the same time, can you sit there and say, okay, I can name 5 big plays Kendichi made in his whole career? I can think of the one play he made. He caught a touchdown pass and he made a tackle against Alabama. Other than that, I don't remember anything he did.
So you know the Paul Hornick award?
Right. Paul Hornick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that Kendichi was the first defensive lineman to be named the final.
I mean, I'm not taking nothing away from the awards he got, but I think.
But you're saying hype to accolades, and then we're doing hype to numbers. So
I think if this could clarify it, same way, Embiid won the MVP, and a lot of people would say it should have went to Jokic. I think that award could have went to somebody else, but they kind of.
But they made it up, though. We've covered that. They've made up the award because of last year. It should have been.
Right, and I'm saying with him, not saying it's the exact same thing, but kind of it should have went to, but it did go to X. And I feel like,
now he's not. You're just being really biased.
No, because, I mean, if somebody would say it was Gary, I wouldn't argue because I always say Gary never lived up to the hype. I love him, but he didn't do shit at Michigan. Nothing in fact. Chase Winovich to me was our best pass rusher, and he wasn't as physically gifted as Gary. So I'm trying not to be biased. I hope you guys could believe it because I'm not.
I don't, because you being biased. Like
I just said he wasn't the best.
It's Gary. But I'll take your opinion. But
I mean, this is just what I think. You know, I ain't saying what you saying is wrong. You can persuade me either way.
I feel you.
I can't. We just tried to persuade you,
right? I mean,
and you came up with arguments. That's just like MD.
But I'll be open to listen to. I wouldn't shut it down and say no, it's a wrap.
All right,
if that makes sense.
Hold on, Matt never said nothing.
Yeah, Matt opened it. He said Kendichi.
Yeah, he did.
I said Robert was more overhyped because he got to play one position, whereas we made Gary play above his size and play deep tackle,
dumbass coach
edge rusher, and he had 9.5 career sacks, which isn't crazy. But in college, you see a guy get that many sacks. They come into the NFL, and we're not talking NFL, but then they make that jump where they're specifically on one position where they can get a rhythm. They can start picking it up.
They get the right coaching.
And he's a 3-time Big Ten.
Let me say something real quick.
Big Ten.
So, Tonio, you said that was our coach's dumb fault. You know, I'm a big Michigan fan, so I like these debates. Matt, you correct me if you think I'm wrong. Because we don't get a lot of superstar recruits. We get one every 2-3 years. No, we probably don't even get them that often. We get a lot of 4-star.
Michigan gets a
no. We don't get
the last 3 years we haven't, but we're back to it now.
Right. So correct me. Let me say this. Correct me if you think I'm wrong, Matt. When we get top players, we get so excited we don't know what to play. My point exactly. Jabril Peppers. Hold on. Let me say this. Jabril Peppers, we put him at linebacker, safety, corner, nickel. Gary, we put him at D tackle, D end. Come on, find a position.
Jabril was an All-American too.
I mean, true, but we play them.
Jabril was used perfectly. He played every position extremely well.
He can't master one because we got him playing with all these groups.
He mastered them all. Like he was the best. He almost won a Heisman.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what I'm saying. If you put him at one position, he's with one position throughout all of practice. How good would he have been at that one spot instead of
terrible
10 here, 10
No,
here?
because we wouldn't have seen him. It would have been like Darrelle Revis, where he had no stats. Like, yeah, they just don't throw to him. But you put him everywhere. You gotta attack different things. If you have a game plan, we're gonna throw a post. This last play, Peppers was corner out here. Now that he's in safety, and you're like, fuck. Like, do we cancel the play? But it's college. Like sometimes you just can't do that because it's idiot.
So Christian, he would look how he looked now in the NFL at one position.
Exactly.
All right.
I will say Gary had more sacks than Robert. So
Robert was also All-American. Gary was not. He's all Big Ten.
Yeah, well, 9.5 sacks to 6 sacks.
Better lineman to worse lineman.
300 pounds playing D tackle or 270 playing D tackle. You know,
doesn't matter.
Makes a difference. Makes a difference.
The debate wasn't who's the heaviest offensive line, and that's not.
Who's the biggest? Correct me if I'm wrong. Christian said, "Who's the biggest, thickest guy here?"
That's not what. What?
Well, I never said that.
Oh, Matt's just trying to sway it to his side now. Yeah. Anyway, Christian, next topic. Go.
Next topic, we got NFL. Would you
Nope.
Here we go.
02 Bucks or the 99 Rams?
Hey, can I do a news break?
Yeah, go.
Billy will appreciate this. Joey Votto's first game back, it's a home run.
Don't care. Strikes out way too many times.
Billy did not appreciate that. And
he doesn't like Canadians.
I'm going with the 02 Bucks. They're just cool as fuck. Like, that's my only reason. Hey,
man, Derek Brooks,
that goddamn
Rondé Barber.
Hey, Chris, stop down in that vodka. Like
99 Rams.
Man, it's good tonight.
Nah, the vodka's in the core bottle. He's drinking the fake fucking crystal water.
Same product, different bottle.
So the question is, which one would you want? Offense or defense, basically?
No. Who will win the game?
Oh.
Yeah, so offense or defense.
Or you can take that 02 Bucks offense against that 99 Rams defense.
I'm going Bucks as a complete team, being better than the Rams.
Give me
greatest show on turf.
I'm taking the greatest show on turf. I love the Bucks defense too. I just also because fuck that Bucks team because that was Tony Dungy's Super Bowl also. That was Tony Dungy's team with John Gruden fixing Brad Johnson. That's all that was. And I've always hated that team for that reason. Going 99, greatest show on turf. Marshall Faulk, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt. That's what we're doing.
I'm going 0-2 because Brooks and Sapp smacking the shit out of Warrens, out of Marshall Faulk ass. Anybody come across the middle catching a fade. Like
you gotta remember London Fletcher was on that defense too for the 99 Rams.
I don't care.
Okay.
I'm going
too
0-2
short.
Bucks. Who
I
you got, man?
Fuck you. London Fletcher's amazing.
No, I love London Fletcher.
Okay.
Who you got, man?
I would take him over Ray Lewis, but that's for a different
Whoa.
That's for a different day.
Whoa. Yeah, we'll say that for a different day. Somebody won't be getting a GM spot ever.
Hold on.
Forever. Hey, we got this guy who's got just as many tackles on a fucking god-awful team or a guy surrounded by Hall of Famers.
I can't argue.
That's for a different day, though. Who you taking,
for a different
man?
day.
0-2
Anyways,
or 99?
I'm taking the 99 Rams, greatest show on turf. What was the 0-2 Bucks nickname? Oh, they don't have a nickname? That's why.
Temper too. I guess. I'm gonna go 99 Rams. Tonio, you had mentioned Brooks. Man, Brooks was good. He was fast, but I think Marshall Faulk would have given him that work.
Also, let's talk about
Marshall Faulk in the head and knocked it.
I don't think he would have been able to catch Faulk.
I do want to tip my cap to Marshall Faulk because he looked like me and he was out there just making people look silly on the football field. Okay? No muscle mass, there was he just looked like a guy. I don't know if y'all seen like the interviews. Marshall Faulk with his shirt off, he looks like a regular dude.
Crazy concept, a running back could catch the ball. Just blew the league apart.
Yeah, people did not know
that guy can catch. Someone cover that.
Also,
man.
Cover of 03 Madden, which is just one of the OG, the goats of Madden. Just throwing that out there.
The 2012 Super Bowl winning Ravens or the 07 Super Bowl winning Giants?
I'm going Ravens because fuck them 07 Giants.
Because of what?
Lucky ass shit.
Lucky.
Hey, if fucking Eli Manning can get away from Richard Seymour, he can get away from anyone on that fucking 2012 defense. So, 07 Giants. Richard Seymour had him in his belly, and he's like, "Get the fuck off me, you dumb fuck."
I want to take the Giants, honestly, but look, if you remember, Joe Flacco had the best playoff run by a quarterback ever. So I'm gonna go with the Ravens. Try not to be biased with this big ass logo on my shirt, but Joe Flacco playing the way he played, I don't think the Giants were ready for something like that. Where we saw New England in the same playoffs barely get past the Ravens. We saw them barely beat the Steelers on some kind of whoop-de-doo shit, and it was just kind of like, all right, the time is coming. Giants just kind of capitalized. Eli gets out of that sack. That's probably one of my favorite plays of all time. But yeah, I think I'd still go with the Ravens.
Justin Tuck and Osi Umenyiora.
Oh yeah,
one of the best pass rush duos of all time.
Don't forget Michael Strahan was a part of that too. Now,
yeah,
well, yeah, he was old as fuck, but yeah, he was in there.
I'm gonna go.
I think that was like the early days of the NASCAR. They didn't really implement it that much until their next Super Bowl, but it had shades of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2012 Ravens. Billy, you mentioned Joe Flacco. I think also Paul Kruger, who a lot of people sleep on, had a hell of a run in the playoffs.
Yeah,
he was just, to me, he was shit. Nobody could stop him. Nobody could block him. He wasn't getting a sack every play, but he was in the backfield creating havoc.
Yeah.
So, Baltimore.
Respect.
It's still crazy that the 49ers lost to them. That team was just unbelievable.
Again, people forget too, before the lights went out, we were beating the shit out of them.
Yeah. It was about to be a rout. It was
I was just up there hype as fuck. And then like the second half, I had to kind of sit down and let people talk shit to me.
I remember watching a 49ers-Steelers game that year in the Bay. That was just the craziest fucking game I've ever seen. Just defensive, I forget that big white dude for the 49ers, something Smith, just running through people. And then the same thing on the other side, Phil Kessler, or that's not his name, is it? The white dude for the Steelers. It was just like white on white crime, basically. But it was
Brent Keith.
beauty. Yeah. It was just a bloodbath. Rashad Mendenhall.
Rashad used to run the ball too. The hell out the ball.
That
He
spin move
was no Willie Parker though. I don't want to hear it.
Next, Christian.
More impressive, more of a shocking moment. College football. You have Boise State hooking lateral, then the Statue of Liberty, and beating Oklahoma in the 2007 Fiesta Bowl. Everybody familiar with that game?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Or
fuck that blue turf.
The Kick 6, Auburn beating Alabama, 2013 Iron Bowl, or Texas defeating USC in the 2006 National Championship. More shocking.
Kick 6 easily.
Yeah, and that announcer's dead. So.
Oh wow, who is it?
Who?
The announcer for the Kick 6, he got killed by a drunk driver.
Oh, I don't think I heard that.
Yeah.
Why do you hold on to facts like that, man?
I don't know. Some shit just sticks with me. Things that I don't need to hold on to just stick.
Yeah, you're really morbid. But I'm going Kick 6 easily because Texas and USC, that was supposed to be a game. Like, it ain't shocking. That was
right. I like it.
And I don't give a fuck about Boise State or Ohio or Oklahoma.
Boise in Idaho real fast, but
I know that. Like I'm saying, I didn't mean to say Ohio. I just it was a oath.
Same thing. Terrible states. Might as well lump them together and all call them all Ohio.
I think the blue field is one of the coolest things in college football, but that I hate that hook and ladder play so much. I hate that it gave small schools in college football belief that they can beat Alabama's and shit like that. And it's like, because Utah also beat Alabama in the Sugar Bowl or whatever, and it's like you still have nothing on these big teams. So I hate that hook and ladder play. It's like you needed a fucking crazy play to win the game, whereas opposed to the Kick 6, where it's like Nick Saban taking a chance as opposed to trying some trickery fuck shit to try to beat and that Auburn team was still really good too. We're acting like that Auburn team was fucking ass. But the Kick 6 was just because when he caught it, you're sitting there. There was a couple times too where they could have tackled him, but they missed him. And then when he took it up, there was about that 60 yards where it was like, oh, he's going to score. And I was at work at Dickey's busting some tables and just ignoring my job completely that whole fourth quarter. So Kick 6, I'm going.
Kick 6 by a landslide. What you got, man?
Kick 6. I got Kick 6 just because what was his name? Chris Davis. By no means was an exceptional athlete. He was like an average athlete in college.
Yeah.
The only reason he made it to the NFL was off of that. Like, almost, I would say 7 out of the 11 people on the other side were faster than him, and somehow he still got to the other side and scored, which is wild to me.
I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna go Boise State, Oklahoma, just because. What the hell just happened?
Why? Because Buddy
taking job
to his girl.
By the way,
no, because what the hell?
I like that. I did like that.
Boy, Peterson was supposed to rush for 300 to 400 yards, 6 to 7 touchdowns. Boise State was supposed to be dog walk, and somehow I don't know. I mean, we can't say it was a fluke because they started just knocking teams off after that, but it's sickening to watch. And that's what I'm gonna go with.
Spawned Kellen Moore.
But we've literally seen where TCU gets to the college football playoff. We know that these small schools have nothing on these big schools with these fucking recruiters.
Who did TCU beat to get to the playoff?
Hey, Christian, next subject. All right.
Who did TCU beat in the playoff?
Hey, what do we got? We got an NFL one again.
Hey, I have amnesia. I don't know who they beat. Who you guys got out of Harder? I ain't even gonna say that. Just pick Harvard. No, Harder. I was about to say, but Dante Whitner, aka Dante Hittner.
Dante Hittner, yeah.
Cam Chancellor, Bob Sanders.
Bob Sanders hit so hard that he took himself out of the league. So Bob Sanders.
My man. Hey, I'm gonna just say I'm going with Matt. I love me some Bob Sanders. Give me
He was
Bob.
my favorite defensive player growing up.
Yes, sir.
So, big hit, Bob, and
Colonel.
the Colonel. No, don't do that because General Bob Carpenter also would take offense to that. But, ooh, that's good. Because Cam really didn't.
If you're that big, it's expected that you should hit a 5'10", 185 receiver. You're 6'4", 235, running full speed at a tiny person. It's going to look like you're hitting hard.
Give me Deontay Whitner.
Tonio.
Sweet name. Just a sweet name. Just ready. Like his parents were like, yeah, you're going to go to the NFL and hit people. That's what they're going to call you.
Deontay Whitner. He used to lay him out.
It's like when Malcolm goes to the NFL, he's Big Mac, and he's just going to run people over.
Who was that dude who played for the Bears? Something Harris?
Chris Harris?
I think so. He was just slow as fuck, but he just hit like a fucking dump truck.
We're like 46 or something?
Yeah. Looked like wore like tape on his fingers. It was like 2009. Chill out. It's not the 90s anymore.
Just putting his helmet on, going to work.
Yeah, he couldn't cover anything, but he would lay out a fullback.
Yeah.
Hey, also, real fast before we move on. Hey, have y'all noticed the NFL lately? Like, the last couple of years I've been noticing it. Remember how in, like, the old school NFL films where they take their helmet off because they're so hot and be steaming when it's cold outside?
Yeah.
Are we not seeing that anymore? I feel like I haven't seen that in a while.
You know, LSU just got some AC units in their helmets this season. Now, that's
it only happens when it's cold. So it'd be like
obviously, it happens when it's cold. But I'm saying I haven't seen it, I feel like.
I think it's
a lot of
new helmets.
A lot of guys wear the head caps, like the things nowadays. I don't know if that helps any different new technology than it was 10, 15 years ago, but maybe that has something to do it. But I haven't really noticed what you're talking about. But
all right, my bad. Sorry, keep going, Christian. I just was curious.
I haven't been looking at steaming men in a while.
Can I answer now, Billy? If you had to go on your rant, you know.
I didn't know there was an answer. There was no. I asked.
Tonio, you ever seen a man steam before?
Nope, not just looking for a steam. I got Cam Chancellor because what's wrong with being tall coming downhill, man? I'm tall, and that's how I used to smack people coming downhill. It's not expected. How is it expected, man? It's not expected, man. It's not.
If you're 6'4", 230, and like, oh, that's a weak safety out there. No, they're gonna. Even if you are a weak safety, like that dude can hit because he's that big.
Man,
you think hard. Bob Sanders like, oh, that little tiny fuck out there? I'm gonna go across the middle. Next thing you know, you're unconscious. The fuck just happened? This little tiny dude came out of nowhere.
It's hard to do, Matt. Bob Sanders is shifty because he's small. I'm 6'3". I gotta change direction to come down and knock your fucking head off. It's harder.
Cam Chancellor made one big hit. Vernon Davis. That's it.
That's it.
Cam Chancellor, 420 solo tackles. You don't think you think all of them was just regular hits?
Also, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Cam Chancellor came down and cleaned up.
He didn't. No, he didn't hit Megatron.
Hey,
he poked the ball out.
I'm a Lions fan,
but that's not a hit.
I think it was a rib shot and jarred it loose.
He poked the ball, and then Malcolm Smith smacked the ball out of the end zone. The refs didn't call that. We should have had the ball again, but no, it was a turnover. Fuck that. Fuck that whole situation. Fuck that whole playoffs.
Fuck all of it.
Next subject.
Okay, I can move on.
Hey, real quick, Billy, who did TCU beat? Because I was still asking.
The University of Michigan, I think they beat.
All right, and then Billy, real quick, who knocked the fuck out of Megatron and made?
He didn't hit him at all.
Subject. My fault.
He poked the ball out.
Man, come on, that ain't cool.
Hey, next subject. My fault, man. I'm just asking questions.
Pull the video. Not a single lick was laid on Megatron.
Tonio, I want to hear shit from the Michigan fans real fast. Let me ask Tonio. If Michigan went to play Georgia, is it the same score?
It's worse.
Oh my god! All right, now we can move.
Bro, cause bro, you think they running over the number one defense like they did Ohio State?
No, I'm saying because look at what Ohio State did to Georgia.
Billy, you might as well save it. This guy believes Lane Kiffin is one of the top 3 coaches in college.
Yeah, you have one bad game and you never fucking hear the end of it.
Yeah, right.
Move on.
Exactly.
Hey, Matt, where's Ole Miss playing? Come December. That makes
What are
me
they
feel
playing? They're fighting for fucking 7 and whatever. Fighting for that 7th win.
right.
I mean, we had to play Purdue, the Boilermakers. We'd be good as fuck too. Who the
They're gonna
fuck
be playing in
came?
the North
Who the fuck
Dakota
came?
Coal Miner Bowl.
Couldn't
Who
beat
the
Mississippi
fuck-
State this year, could they?
Billy,
In a
we
dog
be-
fight against Tulsa.
Them Rebels couldn't beat them Bulldogs. Huh?
Get out of here.
We
You
beat the
couldn't
hell out
beat
of Tulsa.
Dak Prescott's alma mater. Like Dak
We beat-
Prescott came from there.
That's true.
We beat the hell out of Tulsa.
Tulsa. We
that's
beat
what
the hell out of
Christian
Bowling
said.
Green.
Hey, we'll say that for another argument.
Yeah, you got.
We definitely gonna get into it come college football.
Oh, can't wait.
Month and a half, baby.
Woo!
Starting running backs injured. You got to pick somebody from free agency, and these 3 running backs are available: Doug Martin, Alfred Morris, Fred Jackson.
Real fast. I know who Matt's going with.
He going with Alfred Morris.
I'm debating right now in my head.
He going with Alfred Morris.
Everybody familiar with Fred Jackson from Buffalo, right?
Oh, listen. If you're telling me
You're talking
to
sports
take a
fans.
home run or a touchdown celebration, it's Alfred Morris. That's the hardest shit of all time. If you run through a guy's face and then you swing for a home run, can't beat it.
Came out of nowhere.
When you run through a motherfucker's face.
Exactly.
There you go.
But someone else go first. I'm still thinking.
I'm taking
people.
Fred Jackson.
Wait, can we get more stipulations on what kind of game we need this guy for? Or is it the whole season?
Yeah, rest of the season. Week 2. Your tailback went down week 1.
Who the people again?
Doug Martin, Alfred Morris, Fred Jackson.
Fred Jackson would be the safest pick because you know you're getting 900 yards, 8 to 10 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He's not gonna make you better, but he's gonna give you what you need.
So I'm taking Fred Jackson, but I'm also going, if I'm doing fantasy, give me Doug Martin. I'll throw a little wrench in there.
I mean, fuck. I want to go Doug Martin because the muscle hamster, that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go Alfred Morris because he had the best season of all these people.
Yeah.
You take one season from one of them?
No, Doug Martin, but Doug Martin had 3 seasons of doing that.
True.
Yeah, but we only need it for one. Our running back went down. He's coming back next year. It's probably prime Adrian Peterson, 2009. We just need a running back.
I'm going Doug Martin.
I respect that. That was a good one. Like, if anybody picked anybody, I'd be like, yeah, all right, I see that.
I'm going Doug Martin as well.
Why are y'all going Doug Martin? Is it because of the pass catching ability?
No, I'm gonna go with him because I just think underrated. I like what all of them brought, but damn, just give me Doug Martin. He just ran the ball real hard. I'm a big fan.
I just felt like you needed to motivate him somehow. I feel like he needed like something to get him over the top.
You get 1,000 this season. We'll sign you back next year. I think he'll run his ass off.
I feel like he's the riskiest pick, but like Fred is the safest.
You're right.
But then Alfred is like, you need one season, and that's what he's got. Like he'll give you 1,600 yards, 17 touchdowns, and fall off a cliff.
I can't argue with that.
And then you'll come back 5 years later as a Cowboys fullback. But
Got another one, Christian, or what?
Oh yeah.
How many you got left?
How many y'all want?
How many you got left? That's the question.
Unlimited. We can go 10, 11, 12. So y'all give me a number.
Do one more good one.
Let's do 2, Tonio, if you don't mind.
Okay.
No, Tonio doesn't mind. Okay.
I don't mind.
Y'all give me your NBA Mount Rushmore.
So this is our Mount Rushmore. So could this be like our favorite players? Or are you talking about like, is it 4 or 5 in the Mount Rushmore? Of like,
4.
we just saying the best.
4.
So we just saying the best or our like favorite players?
Yeah, because favorite could be more fun. Because
a mixture of both, but let it be reasonable. If that makes sense.
Obviously, yeah.
Like, don't go so far off the rails and say Klay Thompson. Like, You know, so let it be somebody where we can kind of gauge with.
Yeah, that's more fun. Okay, yeah, let's do that. I can go first if it's going to help everybody.
You ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
LeBron, because he's the greatest player ever. Jordan, because he was my imaginary friend when I was a little boy. I'm going to go Dirk, because he just kind of opened it up for the big – stop with the hate on Dirk. I don't understand. And – okay. And then Vince Carter. Because when he was in Like Mike, that's who Calvin had to beat.
Okay.
Tonio, you're thinking real hard over there. What's up? You don't even have one. I shitted mine out.
I got one. What
Let's
the
hear
fuck?
it. Let's hear it.
What? This dude put Vince Carter and Dirk on. Oh my god!
It was a mixture of favorite and best. That I did like the perfect match.
We're getting canceled.
Okay, I got mine.
Go, Matt. You go. Fuck you.
All right. So we're gonna so favorite and best. So I'm going Melo, Kobe, Ben Wallace, and Shaq.
This show is a joke. This is what they go to.
How is one of your favorite players? He didn't say who's the best players of all time. Mount Rushmore. You're Mount Rushmore.
All right, fine.
Who do you like the most?
No, hold on, Matt. All right, fine. Fuck you, Tonio. Fucking starting over. We'll do the fucking best if that's what we're doing.
Tonio sees black and white. There's no fandom in Tonio's world.
I'm sorry. My bad. Christian, what was it? Is it
John, Michael, Kareem, and Shaq?
If you want to do your favorite,
my bad.
best NBA, just something reasonable.
All right, my bad.
It wasn't like I stuck Jeremy Lin up there. I mean, fucking.
Almost. He was on your mind. You just said it.
Sorry, he put 4 Hall of
Yeah,
Famers
that's
in
crazy.
I'm going LeBron because he is the greatest player ever. Then I'm going Kobe.
Okay.
Shaq. And I'm going to round it off with Michael Jordan because I got to.
You don't have to. It's your list.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want
You got like someone pointing a gun at you?
Yeah.
Why do you have to?
For the show to maintain credibility, we have to put Michael in there.
Oh, sorry.
Most marketable person ever.
Who you got?
I got Michael Jordan, LeBron
Put a guy
James,
with a gambling problem.
Will Chamberlain, and I played with this one, Magic Johnson.
It's not a joke.
See, that's good. Oh, that's fine. But Tonio's just a fucking hater.
Bro said Dirk and then Vince Carter. And then Matt started his off with Melo. Oh my god. Melo's not even gonna have a jersey retired.
Yeah, that's kind of rough. You know what's funny? So real fast. So NBA 2K23 was on sale for free. So I copped that because
Whoa. It's over?
Yeah, I don't know if it's over or not, but it's on the PS5. Just look at your subscription, see if you can get it for free. I got it.
Oh, I got to look. I gotta go, guys.
So what happened? It's funny. What happened was during the retirement, Melo got his jersey retired in Denver, but Jokic is still 15 in the season. So I don't know because it's a game number one. So it's like, but LeBron because he's on the Heat. That's the franchise I have. LeBron, like nobody can wear number 6. So I don't know what's going to happen when LeBron retires.
Yeah, because that's when you have somebody that came and won a championship in that jersey. Melo ain't even get past the final, Western Conference Finals in the 15. And now that somebody's won a championship, MVP, and 2 MVPs, and a Finals MVP in their jersey, yeah, Melo, sorry, he's never getting that one retired.
They'll just put his name like on
just like tape.
Once Jokic retires, they retired 2 different 15 jerseys.
Nah,
nope.
At least show it in the.
That's Jokic's number now.
The Knicks do it.
The Knicks will do. They'll retire 7 just because of the Knicks. Oh man.
Or maybe Pat Riley, like he did for Jordan. Nobody can wear 23. Jordan never played for y'all.
That is a really weird thing. Has there been an explanation on it? Is it just because
He just said because it was Jordan, nobody should wear 23 for his team, which is mind blowing. Like
what a like tip of the cap too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's why LeBron never getting his jersey retired there.
You don't think they're gonna retire 6, dude? No way. Headband 6, get out of here.
Pat Riley hates LeBron.
Face mask 6 is the only one you need to worry about.
Ooh.
So last one to wrap it up.
Rip Hamilton, that's why.
Yeah.
Last one to wrap it up. Y'all give me your NFL receiver, Mount Rushmore.
Oh.
Jerry Rice.
Is it same as like best black and white Tonio? It's Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens, Larry Fitzgerald by the numbers, or is it by what we like?
Give me a mix of both this time again.
Give me 2. What you like and who you think is your top 5.
It's only 4 people on Mount Rushmore. I'm bad.
All right, so we know Tonio's list. It's going to be the top 4
knows how to fuck up.
Social studies for the insane. What do we do?
Give me your top 4.
My fault. I'm bad, bro. I couldn't.
Sometimes just let it just go. Let a person sink.
We all need 4, Tonio.
Can I put a guy who's not in the Hall of Fame but has better numbers than a guy who's in the Hall of Fame?
That's fine.
Hold on, are you going Steve Smith Sr.?
No.
If somebody was robbing out of a gas station, my man would say, "Hey, he's robbing. Y'all see him? Just let the man go. You didn't pay for that. Why are you walking out of the store?"
Hey, that Coke Zero wasn't paid for, sir.
I see. Now I'm not a snitch. If somebody robbing the store, I'm gonna just make sure I get something too.
I get some of that bubble gum over there too for me.
Hey, give me that, bro.
No, as he's robbing, you're just putting stuff in your pockets. You're going to pay like, damn, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, like it's wild. Hey. I ain't never telling on nobody, but now if you say
you just told me you fucked up.
I want you to be excellent. You're supposed to be the best version of yourself, especially today.
And you just looking out.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, I can respect that.
That was the Wakandan coming out in me for you, bro.
The Wakanda.
No, put your fist down, Billy. It's our day. Come on, Christian. What are you doing? Damn.
I didn't see anybody.
You wrote it up there with some more dignity. You had it all to your chest.
On the screen, I was like,
that's my bad. That was my bad arm.
Oh, okay.
That was my bad hand. Hey, I'm gonna do something.
Hey, come on, man. Matt, seriously, give us your Mount Rushmore.
Matt, Matt, real fast. Spell Versace.
What?
He don't know that shit. Matt don't know that shit. Spell Versace. Versace.
You really start this shit off. Foe. Hey, man, come on. Let me get that Mount Rushmore.
All right, so I'm not putting Jerry Rice because that's clear, obvious. No one will ever compete with him. So I'm not even putting him on the list. But I'm going to start with Calvin, Terrell, Randy, Larry Fitzgerald.
Like it.
Respectable.
Oh, Billy.
Oh, it's my turn. Megatron. Like Matt said, I'm not doing Jerry Rice. Megatron, T.O., Randy Moss. Obviously, that's not in an order, by the way. And then I'm gonna go. Ooh, see, hold on.
I had some tough decision, but then the one that made me settle on Larry is that he's got more career tackles than drops.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard to do. God damn,
it's hard to leave them.
That's the only reason. Like, I had some other guys like fun ones, but I was like, damn, you're never gonna get that stat again.
So since you did that, I'm gonna not say Larry because you did. I'm gonna go. I'm just trying to think. Give me.
Antonio Brown.
I'd love to go Antonio Brown here. No, I'm gonna go Steve Smith Sr. just what a dog, being small, just knew what he had to do. That's hard.
He had to play wide receiver. He knew that his contract said wide receiver.
Yeah.
So, wait, Billy, so what were you for?
T.O., Randy Moss, Megatron, and Steve Smith Sr.
Okay.
All
But-
right, so these
Real fast, I do think the list would be more fun if we excluded Jerry, Megatron, Randy, and T.O. That would be a smorgasbord.
So besides the obvious top 5 wide receivers, who's your Mount Rushmore?
Yeah. Can I? My bad, Christian. I made an audible on Christian's corner. Is that cool?
It's fine with me.
So can we redo that?
Yeah, let's redo it. Go, Matt.
Fuck. Okay. On the
Yeah, that's
spot,
what's-
Antonio
I did say give
Brown.
me 2. Your fun one and your actual what you thought was your top 5.
Oh,
Yeah, but
well,
everyone's gonna. But that's the only problem I had because it'd be Jerry, Randy, T.O., Megatron. That's 4. Like that's already the 4.
Yeah, I just want to see what your 4 would be.
That's what I'm saying. Let's take them off.
Some people,
We're all gonna put them.
people might not. Some people might throw in.
Christian, who do you got then?
Antonio's gonna have DK Metcalf or something.
Oh fuck! Here we go.
AJ Brown. Don't do it.
No,
Don't do it. I will know what
That's
the hell
what
is going on.
So hold on. So Christian, go. You gotta take off the top 4.
So take off the top 4.
You can't say Randy, T.O.
Come to me last. I got to put together a new list in my head.
Megatron. See now we're fucking.
See.
Brandon, go. You probably got. I'm ready to go.
All right. So Antonio Brown,
Yeah. There we go.
Julio Jones. You're gonna hate this one. Cooper Kupp, and then Ocho.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. I like that. Yeah. See, that's good.
Tonio, you got
going,
something?
I have an all Mississippi team.
All right. Billy. No, I'm just playing. Come on, Tonio. No, come on. Extend it.
I'm starting with Donald Driver.
Dude, you bullshit now.
Hey, nope. Fuck you. Donald Driver has some of the best stats we've ever seen.
Wasn't even the best Packer receiver.
Who was?
There's a lot of good ones though.
Hell, Shannon Sharp's brother, Sterling Sharp, was better than
Sterling
Donald.
didn't play long enough.
He was
Greg
also
Jennings put the team on his back. The greatest YouTube.
Greg
video of all
Jennings.
time.
Sterling wasn't a tight end, Billy.
Devontae Adams.
Hey, what?
Sterling was a wide receiver.
Yeah, receiver.
Nope. We had the same argument. I lost already. No.
Yeah.
Guess I say you're gonna lose it again.
Either way, I don't give a fuck. Brett Favre came out and said that Donald Driver had some of the best hands he ever had. He was so I'm
Is he
going
stealing
with
from
Donald
Mississippi
Driver.
too?
Nah, he's not. He's not. Cleveland still.
I don't know if that's what he meant.
Actually, and fuck that. Donald Driver, when I was playing ball down the other state, Donald Driver used to come back and give to the community. So fuck Christian. I'm going Donald Driver. Keep it in Mississippi. No, I'm just playing because I can't because Billy said no Jerry
Is Donald
Rice.
Driver serious?
No, Donald Driver is definitely
Yeah, dude, Donald Driver is probably one of the better. Like, if you look at numbers, like
Yeah,
one
better Packers of all time. Yeah, better one of the better Clinton, Mississippi receivers. Go on, Tony. Go ahead.
Keep going. I'll look up.
He's the
stats
best
for you.
one from Harrison Township.
Now who I got? Donald Driver.
Yeah.
Donald Driver. Brian Finnegan.
Dude, come on. You playing for the Titans.
No, he played for the Falcons.
7 1,000. Real fast. Let me do the Donald Driver. 7 1,000-yard seasons. 9 9 9 8 touchdown reception seasons.
Still ain't better than Devontae. So he wasn't even the best Packer. So how does Devontae he get on there, but Adams ain't?
All right, but I'm keeping Donald Driver because he's from Mississippi. I'm gonna go with Chris Carter.
Respect. That's a good one.
Let's see. You said we couldn't say T.O. and shit, right? Chris Carter, Marvin Harrison.
One more.
Can't say Megatron, can
No.
Isaac
Carter,
Bruce,
too.
since we talking about the
Ooh.
greatest show on turf.
Yeah, that was good.
I didn't think about Torrey Holt either.
Never liked him. I wouldn't put him in my ass receivers group. I'm gonna go with. If I wasn't gonna put them in my top 5, can I put them in this top 5?
Go ahead.
All right, I got
4, bro.
Huh?
It's 4, bro.
4.
Damn, I keep saying 5. Hey, come on, let me make it. If I want to make 5 of them, motherfucker, let me.
No, we already said 4.
So, I got Megatron because he wasn't in my.
No, you can't say Megatron, bro.
I just asked y'all.
No,
we didn't know that's what you said.
Okay, no Megatron. So I'm going Marvin Harrison. Give me Antonio Brown. Damn, that's tough. Damn, that's tough. Chris Carter.
And Doug Baldwin.
Hell no. Yeah, that's tough. I'm gonna just Andre
Bobby
Johnson.
Anderson.
Andre Johnson.
Because he can fight.
Oh, Andre Johnson.
Yeah, fuck. Because some of y'all hit on a lot of players. I was like, I know what's gonna say these people. But Andre Johnson, Steve Smith Sr., Tonio Brown.
I like that because what I originally had, y'all had a better plan of not picking what we were gonna the top, automatic guys that we're gonna be. I like that better.
And then
the wide receivers are more clear cut than like what running backs or like other positions. Like wide receivers, like it's right there. Like you got like the 4 major ones and then like the good ones after it.
We got a running back thing that may be on next week's, maybe.
Okay.
Billy, did you pick?
Yeah, I got Antonio Brown, Steve Smith Sr. I said somebody else, I think. Oh, Andre Johnson, and what about Wes Welker? Give me Wes Welker.
Okay. I like that.
Hey, man, well, Christian hit us with the heavy hitters. It was heavy for real. He learned what Mount Rushmore was this week. So,
4.
4 of them. He was acting like brother man from the 5th floor on the whole thing. But he figured it out. Appreciate you, Christian, for coming through like you always do next week. Can't wait to see what you bring for us. Got a couple ideas I'm going to run by you. But with all that going on, man, it's time to get back to the news, time to get back to the current shit. And speaking of what's going on, what the fuck is going on up there in Buffalo, New York, man?
Nothing. You're making a sandwich.
It was too late.
On the 5th floor.
That's terrible time.
Man.
God damn.
My bad. You ain't never seen Martin. My bad.
So
I made the reference.
Right, man. Never seen the show, so I guess all your friends told you about.
Oh, damn.
Man on the 5th floor.
Talk about cultural appropriation.
I'm talking about.
I'm
talking about the timing. Like I said that shit 18 words ago, and then nothing. It's terrible timing. It's terrible. We might have to try to edit that part out. It's like a blooper reel. Either way, back to might go to another question because Christian's the
man. Come on, what happened in Buffalo? Let's talk about it.
So the things I've seen out of it is a little weird. So Stefon, he didn't report to day 1 minicamp. And minicamp's weird because like you don't have to go to minicamp. That's mainly for like the rookies and the coaches to kind of like see what's going on. Like if you're Stefon Diggs, you don't need minicamp. But when Josh Allen reports like why are you not there with your quarterback? Then with all the shit going on, he was there for the next day and then missed like a couple more days, and then they just canceled the last day. They just didn't do it at all. And it's getting really weird in Buffalo because they've been on this really hype train. Me and Tonio have been the only people to be like, why? It's them and the Chargers. What are we hyping up? Because they're not good. So why are we talking about Buffalo like they're going to be this Patrick Mahomes Chiefs, these Joe Burrow Bengals? Like, what the fuck's going on? And now all this turmoil, I think, is the writing on the wall for Sean McDermott. And maybe I'm crazy.
I think so, bro. Because Sean was the first one to be like, "Oh, there's no trouble over here," but that's a lie, bro. Like this shit wouldn't be happening. Stefon Diggs is still angry about not having a bigger role in the offense and not being able to call plays or have an effect on the play calling. Because let's not diminish him. Stefon Diggs top 5 receiver in the league. Hey, if I'm especially one-on-one and I'm calling for the ball, hey Josh, you need to get me that shit, bro. Like I am your number one option on this offense. That's hands down. Like I'm your number one option. What do you do to number one options, Billy? As a quarterback?
Give him the ball. Fuck it.
Exactly. You were a quarterback. You go to your number one option. Now you're not going there. Yeah, of course. I mean, because this is the thing now. Like people gonna be like, why he bitching? He getting paid, bro. Like a lot of people like getting paid because they playing for the money, but a lot of motherfuckers still passionate about the game. Like, hey, I don't want to just get paid to be a fucking loser. Like, I want to win if I know I can help to win, and I know by giving me the ball I can help win. It reminds me of the Sherfield days. Christian used to be on my team. He want the ball. No, bro, I'm trying to win. Get me the ball. I'm the better player on the team, bro. Like, so if I want to win, Christian, you got nothing to say?
I'm gonna let you have your moment.
But if I want to win, bro, and y'all know that's what y'all brought me here for. That's why y'all paying me. Why the fuck do I not have a say so in this? Oh, instead of you throwing me the ball, hey, let's let Josh take off for 30 yards and get his fucking head knocked off, and then he's so rattled from getting smacked. The next play, he throw an interception in the red zone. Let's do that. Like, that works for us because we don't see this picture happen week in and week out. He run for 30, get his head smacked, and then he come in. Oh, I didn't see that fucking cornerback right there. He's not on my team. Interception in the red zone. So it's turmoil, bro. So it could be the end for Sean McDermott, or it could be Stefon asking for a trade, which would be amazing for New England. Come on down in the district, baby.
Yeah, they're not going to trade him New England.
I know. What you think, Billy? I mean, Matt.
I think Stefon should just show up. Everyone should show up and shut up. And you're getting paid $1 million, millions of dollars. Just show up for 2 days. It's like summer camp. Sorry, you can't, fucking stream MLB The Show in your off day. Like, just show up.
I'm with. I was just gonna say I'm with Matt a little bit, but I'm also with Tonio a little bit. Where like, you're still a receiver, so they're. You're playing for a loser? Yes, but you're getting to the playoffs. You're the number one guy. You're fucking top 5 in receiving yards. You're top 10 in touchdown catches. Like, there's only so much they can do for you. Where especially a coach like Sean McDermott, who's focused on the defense. Now that Leslie Frazier's out of there, I think they really, really need to focus on that defensive side. Ed Oliver gets paid. There's a lot of shit going on. Josh just made the cover of Madden. To where is Stefon just kind of, is he playing that diva role? Like, is that something, because Buffalo, you don't hear a lot of dudes like in a diva role style in Buffalo because of the blue collar fucking, we're not in New York, but we're still a New York team, yada, yada, yada. I think the writing's on the wall, like I said, for McDermott, and I think it's going to be a wrap, and Buffalo is just in some trouble. They need to at least get to another AFC championship game before they could be really fucking off.
I agree. I think I understand Diggs want to be the number one. He wants to be targeted late in games and as the number one receiver. They weren't doing that throughout the playoffs. McDermott's on the hot seat. It's not really being said, but I think, like you said, the writing's on the wall.
It's weird for a winning coach to be on the hot seat. That's right. That's what we like. We're scared to say he's on the hot seat, but Christian, you hit the nail right on the head.
Right. I think the things are going to calm down as the season gets closer. Camps really start kicking in, preseason actually, and I think everything's going to calm down. I think Diggs, he's that number one guy for him. They're going to get everything all right within house, keep it within house, and everything's going to be all right. I did want to comment that Tonio made talked about being the number one target in Sherfield, and I speaking to our quarterbacks, they seen a big target. They want to go to the big man. I get that, but If y'all want to move those chains, y'all know where to go. Let's get busy in the slot. The tallest receiver isn't always the best.
All right, Christian.
That's all I gotta say.
Who had more tugs out there? Career wise, who you think had more tugs?
Who made more impactful plays? Hey, all I'm saying is I moved them chains.
The person with the most touchdowns made more impactful plays because I scored.
Half of them were offensive pass interference, but you was on my team, so I ain't say nothing.
Never had to push off on nobody.
And go snag you.
Never had to push off on nobody. But keeping it in the AFC, what is that? North? East?
AFC East.
AFC East. That's your conference, man.
Yes, your team is in there.
Come on.
Hey,
that's how you can tell a bandwagon. Don't even know what division he's in.
That's worse than a top 5 Mount Rushmore. What are you doing?
I never paid attention to them other teams in there. I just knew they played us twice a year. They haven't been good until later. I'm used to winning. None of you can say that.
Two rings. I'm sitting here with 2 rings in the AFC.
Wait, I was about to say, my bad, Billy. You can say it.
We got 2 Hall of Famers. Mary Sanders
y'all got 2 motherfuckers who could have put up way more numbers, but got depressed out there.
My loyalty speaks. I could have, as a child, been like, you know what? I'm going to be a Steelers fan. I'm going to be a Patriots fan. Guess what? I'm a motherfucking Lions fan.
Motherfucking Lions.
I didn't have to go across the country to a place I've never even been and pick that team.
Matt,
hey, I don't want to hear it.
Matt,
New England, where the fuck is that at? Is that in California?
Matt and Billy, let me ask you something real quick. Matt, what division is the Lions in?
NFC North. You want me to spell out North for you?
No. Billy, what division is the Ravens in?
AFC North.
There we go.
Hey, Christian.
Yeah.
You're not a Lions fan.
Man, you can stop that.
You're not a Lions fan. Don't make
Christian's just all over the place.
I'll give you the whole depth chart if you want me to.
Hey, Christian.
Quarterback to our punter.
Christian,
tell me who's New England's punter.
Christian, we grew up together. I know you've never played. You've never wore a Lions jersey. Christian, I know the team.
I never wore a Michigan jersey.
Hey, Christian, I know the team that you rooted for growing up, bro. Yeah.
I told you those are my 2 favorite teams, Baltimore and
exactly. Matt, how many
Christian jumped on the as long as he jumped on the bandwagon during the Jim Caldwell era.
I grew up 10 minutes from the damn facility.
No, you didn't.
Tonio, just admit that you lucked out with the bandwagon you rode on.
Not a bandwagon. He could have picked it at 2 years old. Tom Brady was just kicking.
Bruh, I'll call Ben Jarvis right now. Right now.
Well, I'm sure he'll pick up. He's doing the same thing we do. He probably got a podcast. Yeah. Ben Jarvis show.
The law firm.
I picked up the bandwagon thing too in 2000, and I've rode it out since. 20 years later.
Billy, we not bandwagon, bro. We fans. You were either you get an excuse because you grew up in Dallas. Who the fuck wants to be a Cowboys fan? They've been sorry for 27 years.
As soon as I saw my dad and my grandfather,
there's 2 people. There's 2 areas in America that get a pass. People from Dallas don't want to be a Dallas fan. I get it. And then if you're from Wyoming, there's nothing near there.
Tonio,
so you got to pick something.
Yeah.
Let me see your phone. Yeah, now let me see you lay it down, face down.
Why?
Because I'm about to ask you a question to see if you're a real fan without you looking it up.
Uh-oh.
And let me see you look into the screen. Who is New England's left tackle and right tackle? Take your time.
And right.
Take your time, fan.
Hey, let's see. I gotta go from
Penei Sewell. Okay.
Nah, that's not right.
And Taylor Decker.
That's not right.
No, that's Detroit's left tackle and right tackle. Would you want me to name the guard, center, and the other guard?
Bro, you just Googled that shit and then asked me to put the phone down.
Yeah, looking at the camera.
Hey, bro, I see.
I named the player. The starter.
I didn't hear no dialogue.
Bro.
Wait, what you looking down for? I want you looking at the camera and tell me who's y'all's left tackle or right tackle. Quit looking down. Come on.
What'd you say, Christian?
Honey, man. Hey, so we know who really bandwagon.
What'd you say, Chris?
Who the real fans?
I'm talking to my cousin now. Hold on. What'd you say?
So, hey, so we're moving on.
It's Trent Brown, though. I know Trent Brown.
I know you looked
Either
it
way, I didn't look it up.
Yeah, looking it up, but that's one tackle. Where's the other left? What's y'all's right tackle?
What's that? What am I looking at, Christian?
Okay, I asked you to put the phone down, which lets me know you're still on your phone going to messages.
I'm not, bro.
You should have asked him to hold it up.
You switched the you didn't want me to name Bryce Behringer, the punter. You switched to offensive lineman.
I want you to
our offensive lineman get hurt, but it don't matter. We're gonna
look, New England ain't my team, but y'all's right tackle, Isaiah Wynn, just hit free agency.
That's what I'm saying.
You didn't name that. You looking up who y'all left. You had time to look up both sides.
Hey, Christian, he was getting Brown.
You right. You was getting there.
Said Trent Brown.
That's y'all's left tackle.
So, real fast.
Either way,
because we know.
No, we not, Billy. We staying in New England.
Like Matt said, hold the phone up, and I'm gonna ask you another question.
Nah, we already had your questions.
Leave it alone.
We had your questions in Christian's corner. That was 50 minutes of questions.
We can leave it alone.
Keep it in New England though. With a cornerback in New England, he facing up to 20 years in jail, man. What's wrong with that boy, man? Y'all seen that?
Now, he called out John Morant, and then a week later he did the same thing.
You said
a little more extreme.
He called John Morant an idiot.
Like 2 weeks ago.
A moron.
Jack called him an idiot. He called John an idiot.
He's like, you got to keep your money, like, stack your money, not like whatever, something else. And then he takes two guns to the airport.
Loaded. Bruh. It was loaded.
Bruh, with no concealed permit carrier. Bruh, and I'm lying. It's not 20 years. He can face more than 30 years if convicted.
Yeah, it's 20 to 30 or 2 to 30 years in prison for what he did.
The judge is going to pull up that tweet and is like, so you said this.
So wait. How long he got? 20 to 30 years.
So he get
convicted.
If convicted, he has 2 to 30 years.
What is he getting convicted for? So his career is about to be over.
Maybe not, because
they're releasing him though, I think.
Oh, they're going to release him, but
Bill is red hot.
Oh yeah, but there's like some clauses like in the law, like the actual law, like if he doesn't get convicted of it, it's like a first time offense. He could also use the fucking the team got my bags. I didn't take out the shit. They took my bags. I didn't know that my shit was in. Like there's like a really big gray area for what he was doing to not be convicted of anything. So I just want to throw that out. Like he could literally be convicted of nothing. Like nothing could happen from this.
Wow.
Because like Aldon Smith did like the same thing and nothing came of it.
Yeah, because like again, it's the like Pat McAfee said it today, or I think it was today, where it might have been Friday, but there's a stipulation because it's like you don't like if the team is like, hey, we're going to mini camp and it's like get your bags packed, like your bags can be packed, but if it's like let's say it's weed or if it's something else and it's like, no, I didn't pack that. The team took it to where it's not on you.
Right. So he could have.
He could probably just end up doing like a year of probation or something.
Yeah, it's not like us when we go to the airport and we take off our bag and fucking put it through there.
Right.
It's could have been a bunch of bags, and then he's just sitting there like, nah, I don't have. Whoa, hold on.
It could have just been like unloaded off a truck, sent through an X-ray machine. It was like, oh, whose bag is this? He's like, oh, it's mine. There's fucking guns on it. Like, oh shit, I wasn't even touching it. Like,
Bill ain't playing around with that. He's getting released.
That's crazy, bro. But speaking of him tweeting about Ja gets 25 games. How we feel about that?
The whole time I've thought it was going to be the season, and everyone's like, that's too much, and it probably is. But I just thought the apologies, what Adam Silver said, I thought would equate a full season, but 25, I'm not upset with it. It's just stupid. Like he's just being not smart.
I think it should have been more, but I mean, I get with other people's suspension with gun problems and stuff like that.
because he's not breaking laws. That's another
Right,
thing. Like when Tonio said it, like absolutely, he's correct. There's no laws being broke. He's not shooting anyone, all that jazz, but just all the situationally should have been more.
Where he's wrong is like the things that were said in the past about like guns, and then it just comes back up again. That's like the issue.
Yeah.
It's just dumb.
I guess it's reasonable.
25 games is too much. They should have just gave him an NBA mandated PR team to tell him when to do shit on social media. That should have been it. He didn't do anything illegal.
So if Ja, so I'll raise it. If Ja did the full stint in whatever mental health shit he was in, then okay. But the fact that he took himself out because I don't need this shit, blah 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 blah. I'm all good.
Billy, he was in there with Kodak Black. He was gonna come out worse than he did. He was gonna actually shoot somebody on live in there with Kodak.
Was Kodak really in there?
Yes. He went to in the same time frame as Ja. Bro, if I'm hanging around Kodak, I'm doing some dumbass shit too. Come on, bro. He did the best thing for him. You don't think him and Kodak would have linked up and Kodak would have been happy? They were in Florida, Billy. You don't think Kodak would have been like, hey, man, come down here with me? And like, come on, bro. That man.
Asking all.
Yeah, man. That man would have been really shooting at people.
Against that, Lamar knows Kodak.
He got annoyed talking to Kodak.
Lamar know Kodak.
Right. He ain't doing dumb shit holding guns up.
Yeah, Lamar know Kodak, but Lamar got out of Florida.
One's smart and one's not.
I'm pretty sure he goes back to Florida.
One had to go to college for more than a year. Like, I mean, that doesn't say you're smart, but like, you can't be doing that shit in college or you're not playing at all.
No.
You play 18 games.
No,
you can pull Kyrie Smith, go to college for a month.
That's not the difference. I don't think any of them dumb. Lamar mama don't play that shit. I'm pretty sure she on his ass. Black mamas don't play that shit.
But we can't speak on what we don't know. We don't know.
Christian, we know what y'all mom doing, sitting back letting T run the show. If it was reversed,
I thought black mamas don't play that though, Tony.
Yeah, but we can't say
they don't play that shit. But when you got a daddy there, Billy, they ain't speaking out of turn. But if it just like it is, it's just Lamar's mama. It's just her.
But this is what you
not playing that shit.
Not what you know, right?
Christian, so your mama played that shit live.
But that's different.
Lie right now.
What? I'm not.
Exactly. Christian, my mama played that shit.
No.
Exactly.
But that's different. What I'm saying though, I'm just saying.
No, bro.
Lamar, you don't know Lamar's mama or his stepdad or real dad situation.
Bro, it's a universal black mama thing, bro.
Come on.
But when you in a 2-parent household, it's different because your daddy's supposed to be. Black mamas let the daddy be the daddy, Billy. But T out here being a fan. He ain't being a dad. He right there along for the ride with y'all.
Perfect example though. You said universal. That's universal, right? Now, if it's universal. Black men don't take care of their kids. Are you going to say, are you universal? Are you going to say, oh, no, I don't take care of my kids? Or you do? It's different for different situations.
I mean,
yeah, perfect. That's perfect. It's universal.
You just stomped him.
If I
think you just passed the bar.
He didn't stump me.
Hey.
If I ain't have to, I wouldn't. But I got to.
What?
You never gonna get me, Christian. I'll say the wrong thing to be right.
Abandoning his kids just because of Christian over a podcast.
Hey, I ain't that important, man.
I'm out of here.
Let me call him one last time.
Yeah.
But I just think it's T's fault, bro.
Kids are so much work. God damn.
T's not being a father, Christian. He's being a fan.
No, I ain't arguing against that. I agree.
I think like T, bro.
He wants to be his friend.
T tried to fight Shannon Sharp off some on the court shit, and Ja wasn't even the one talking shit. T, what the fuck are you doing?
I feel like he living in his son's.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. But you looking at Lamar mama, like because we comparing the two roles, right? I don't know where Lamar's dad is, but he's not in the picture as much. No, but he's not in the picture as much as Lamar. She's his fucking agent. Like she just got him the bag. She's not playing with Lamar. Hey, Lamar, you not going. Same shit your mama used to tell you, same shit my mama used to tell me, even though my grandparents raised me. When I stayed with my mama, I got the universal law. Hey, one thing you're not gonna do, you're not gonna embarrass me out here. Hey, we getting this store, you're gonna act your ass right. And that's how she doing his career. Like, hey,
talking about Lamar?
You're not finna be out here doing none of this dumbass shit.
But what about these crazy tweets though at the same time? Now I ain't saying he holding up guns, but he going around tweeting back on Twitter to fans and stuff about, yeah, I need to get paid and all this.
Why is that crazy?
Whoa.
What's crazy about that?
Hold on.
You don't take that to social media. You have that within the house.
No,
I think Lamar's been pretty professional about everything.
Yeah, Lamar has not tweeted one thing. You can look at his Twitter right now. He has never
before he got paid.
No. He has never talked about getting paid. He would post emojis. He has never used the word "I need" or blah blah blah. The team needs to. Never did any of that. He just said,
you're right.
I'm just throwing it out there because if we're looking
at was it all stemming from
the contract situations, but any interview, you'd be like, hey, that's not what we're talking about here. I'll take any other questions.
You're right. Way to correct me.
I'm just throwing it out there. So Lamar is probably my second favorite Twitter follow after Marlon Humphrey, but Lamar has been very, very, very good about not talking about the situation. Now he'll hint at it or subtweet about it, kind of, to where it's still this is what it's about. Because he also if you go back and follow his Twitter, his the barbecue business that he just got into, the soul food business, he has 3 restaurants that he invested in. That's all he's really tweeted about during those negotiations.
Yeah, like people saying his food is good and all that stuff.
Yeah,
that's all I've seen. But like I said, Christian, John need a better PR team, bro. That's what the NBA should have. Hey, bro, you get this NBA.
It's not like Jaws just tweeting stupid stuff. He's making videos of doing
That's
dumb
what I'm
stuff.
That's what I'm saying, Billy. Hey, you get this mandated PR team from the NBA. This person's gonna annoy the hell out of you, but you're gonna do the right thing. That's what his punishment should have been. Because now 25 game, I might go do that shit again.
But he might not stop hanging with the same people making the same dumbass decisions.
But we can't
same support group.
We can't blame them people, Christian, because if you look at the video, if you look at the last video that got him in trouble, Buddy was recording and Ja brought the gun up there. And Buddy threw the phone. Yeah, he was like, oh shit. So it wasn't really on him. Hey man, maybe Ja got a thing for gun. But if you're gonna post, you could and post gun.
Tonio. Let me raise it. What if Ja does the same situational shit again? Is everything cool still?
Yeah. Did he shoot somebody? I'm going to the same thing, bro. Like, bro, what is wrong with gun? Going back to
why is that not his apology then, Tonio? Why is it I'm not this?
I don't know why he apologized in the first place.
That's what I'm saying though. That's the pattern of behavior we're seeing where he's like, I won't do this shit again. This isn't me. Blah blah blah.
But I feel like that was his old PR team that said, "Hey, bro, you need to apologize."
That was from his Twitter.
If you get if somebody told him to do that shit, Billy, and you know it like I know it. You know it just like I know
it. If it happened once, okay, sure. But it's over and over again. We've seen this 3 times, dude.
And if he don't change like who he's surrounded by, I mean, he can't change his parents, and he's deciding not to change his friends, then really, how is he gonna change? If they're still doing crazy shit, he's gonna be one person not.
Bro, what if he the problem? Like, is that not an option?
That's what we're saying.
I would think he'll have people around him to say, "Hey, you're fucking up, fix it." Nobody's doing that. He's not taking them serious enough to believe it.
Christian, who other than his daddy is gonna tell him they train ride that hey you fucking up?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like he's got to change that aspect. His friends,
that shit starts with his best friend and his daddy. Christian, what are you gonna? That's who needs to change.
If you was making a crazy ass decision, how many times have I been like, hey, look, we don't need to be doing this? Yeah, I know one specific.
Oh, personal now.
You know what I'm saying? That's a good friend looking out. Like instead, what we was doing was cool, but we was gonna ultimately happen.
But Christian, did I listen? Didn't I listen?
Yeah.
But I'm
John's
saying,
not doing that.
Yeah, it's because his best friend is his daddy. Christian, you just my best friend. I I could go. Well, you was with me every time I went somewhere, but say I was with like my uncle or somebody who would be the closest name to me,
right.
Bruh, say it's my uncle. I can kick you to the curb. We can stop being best friends at any moment. We not, but we could. That's still gonna be my uncle. Can I kick my uncle out of my family?
But you're not gonna hang with your uncle all the time. He ain't hanging with his dad all the time.
He is.
That's what we're saying, man. You keep bringing up that it's Ja's fault. That's what I have been saying. It's still Ja's fault. So it's not like they're suspending his friends. They're suspending him. He needs to have a harder punishment to understand that he is fucking up.
And basically, when they all fuck up, he's the one being punished.
That's what I'm saying. That's where he has to, like you said, right? If it's his dad, his best friend, I would kill to be my kid's best friend when they're that age. But at the same time, we're gonna hold them like, hey man, like Christian just said, he's gonna be like, hey man, stop fucking doing this.
Hey, y'all could hear me? My shit blanked out for a second. Y'all can hear me just now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
It's
no,
freezing.
I'm not blaming Ja alone. I'm blaming his father, Billy. Because, bro, so if you go back, let's go back to Ja's the first time they started getting on Ja's neck when he had just got paid, they drinking Patron, shooting shots, there's people right there. Who the first person you see on camera, Billy?
It was his dad, right, T?
Exactly. Who was in the background? Who was said to be at that club in Colorado?
Again, his dad. I got you.
Billy.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. His dad was in the club with him.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yes.
Exactly. So, bro, if my dad, Billy, who the fuck am I gonna listen to the most? The NBA or my fucking daddy?
As a grown man, which he is now, I'm not gonna let my dad keep giving me, allowing me to do dumb shit. You've got to be a man and grow up.
No, your dad helped you get there. He had, I don't care how shitty his dad or whatever.
That's who Ja bigged up on draft day. My father was the hardest on me, the toughest on me. Now, if you with your dad and he was like, that's all right, son. What the fuck you gonna do, Christian? What you gonna do?
I would develop my own train of thought.
Christian, you 23.
You looking like this.
But was his
right? But I was a millionaire, and I wasn't employed by the NBA.
Hold on. Matt hadn't said shit the whole time. What'd you say, Matt?
Was his dad in the car with his friend on the live where he pulled the gun out of nowhere?
Nope.
No,
yeah,
that's a decision he made on his own.
Yeah,
that
but
was,
that
hey, Dad, let's go to the strip club, blow some money, and do some dumb shit.
But man, I get that one.
Shit.
I get that one, but that car shit, that ain't bad. All that shit was legal.
Right, but he knows it's frowned upon.
It's legal, but it's bad. It shows how dumb Ja is because he got in trouble for it in the past. He said he's not going to do it, and he did it.
But why did he get in trouble for it, Matt? Because he was in a traveling city.
He said he wasn't going to do it again.
That was
not off his word. It's his character at this point. It's what's getting him in trouble. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to do this. I made a mistake. Everyone's like, okay, that's fine. Here's a 3-game suspension or whatever it was.
Or
then you do it again.
No, they just said, hey, he's away from the team. That's all. They just said he's away from the team. They didn't even suspend him. That's my problem with it, is that they were like, oh, hey, you didn't break any laws. Nothing really happened. Okay, cool. Everything's fine. If he comes out like Tonio's been saying, I know he's talking to somebody else, but if it's like Tonio said, where it's not breaking any laws, that should be the apology of, hey, I didn't break any laws. I didn't know I was doing anything wrong. My bad. But that's it. But that's not what he said. We're just sitting here with this dude just repetitively fucking up.
Right.
It's not breaking laws. Like, that's another thing. When we say fuck up, we're not saying break laws, right? Like, Matt, have you said anything about him breaking laws?
No.
That's what I'm getting at, is like, I just don't understand where and why it's gonna be the way it is when it's him fucking up. And yeah, is his dad fucking it off?
I still just don't. 25 games too much.
Billy, you know what this is?
What's that?
Remember that guy on Fex, the guy who didn't bring his rain tarp for his tent?
Yes.
It's that guy, but in the NBA. Don't do this. Does it. Don't do this. Does it. Don't do this. Does it.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be, if he keeps doing it, wouldn't be no point to say don't do it. Just keep doing it, and everything will be fine, which is blasphemy.
Let's tell him to start pulling guns out, and he won't.
Right. He's being told not to do something.
Hey, we're bringing guns everywhere we go. Fuck that. I ain't doing that.
Right. And nothing should be done. Whether it's illegal or not, your employer's asking you not to do something.
That's
you
it.
You have no problem going there with your hand out for a check. The person giving you that check is telling you not to do something. You want to keep
That's not a hand. It's not a handout when you bringing them money. Like
no,
that's
so
not
no.
a handout.
He needs the NBA more than they need him.
So another thing, I'll raise it up to the kneeling shit where Jerry Jones was like, "Ain't nobody kneeling on the Cowboys," and what did the Cowboys do? Not fucking kneel, because that's what the owner of the fucking team said to do. We're not doing this, regardless if it's right, wrong, or indifferent. That's not what the fuck was being allowed by Jerry Jones. The dude who signs the fucking paycheck said no. Regardless,
as a member of Juneteenth, fuck Jerry Jones.
Well, making it more simple. Tonio, you couldn't go into your grandparents' house and they tell you, "Hey, this is the rules," and you don't listen and not expect to be punished. Yeah, if they you know what?
Is it illegal for me to keep going in and out? No, but I told you not to.
Ooh, that's good. Yeah. So how many times Michael Moore said, "Hey, don't do this because it's illegal"? Nah, he just says, "Don't do this." And you're like, "All right, yes, sir."
Every time, Billy, because he said his way was the law. So yeah, exactly.
Well, that's what I was saying.
That's what Adam Silver said.
Nope, that's different.
25 games.
Nah, Adam Silver don't like black people.
Hey, that's his employer. He got no problem saying,
Adam Silver don't like
my paycheck. So listen to what the rules are here.
He's just like
I think he released a statement saying that, Billy. We just missed it.
Oh
he
shit!
don't like black people. He kicked Kyrie out for he kicked Kyrie out for a goddamn movie that he didn't make. Adam
Silver had nothing to do with that suspension. That was the Nets Jewish owner that was like,
And Alvin Sitters, he said something. He persuaded the Nets to do that.
So
Jay-Z should have just kept the Nets.
If Morant is suspended for 25, how much time should be suspended?
He shouldn't be suspended. That's gonna knock this Memphis franchise finna be broke as hell. Gonna knock them out the playoffs. The Western, maybe it's an easier road for the Lakers. Fuck it.
So,
I'm surprised if they play the Bass Pro Shop.
As an NBA brand, they should be okay with players waving guns around.
Hell
Everybody in the NBA should be okay to do that.
Hell yeah. We okay with governors promoting it after they states get shot up. The governors don't get reprimanded. Nobody say none of them. The people vote for them.
Don't do this.
Nobody's saying don't shoot up a fucking school.
Everyone says that.
Wait.
What? Are people saying to go shoot up a school?
Viewers, we don't
condone
this.
Billy just said because nobody's saying don't do it. So yeah, I said we not getting mad at governors for promoting when they state getting shot up, shit getting shot up in their state. They still promoting guns.
But I don't see them doing it repeatedly. The same person or same situation.
So a governor is promoting it, saying, "Hey, this is
Billy's governor promoted that shit right after the Uvalde shooting. He was like,
when they took the family photo.
Yeah,
right. But I haven't seen him.
No. He was like, go out, buy your guns. This is America. Blah blah blah. That's what he said.
But I'm saying if it's done once, okay. But he's been slapped on the wrist, told not to do it, and he did it again. I don't see them doing that multiple times. Hey, go buy guns. Hey, go buy guns. Hey, go buy guns. It happened once, and we ain't heard nothing since.
But see, the Colorado one for him to get in trouble, that's justified, Christian. You know why? Because you're not in Memphis. How the fuck you get a gun to Colorado?
He's in the NBA. I'm not saying it's
Christian. Listen. I get that, and then I get the whole I'm not gonna do it again shit. But he didn't do it again. He wasn't on no NBA facility. He wasn't traveling with the Grizzlies. He had already did his exit interviews. None of that shit was NBA related. It was just job being a human outside, being young and dumb, showing guns on social media.
Okay, so if everything is
hold on. No, I got.
Well, let's say this. Look, for an individual person, anybody, they were told not to. Okay, don't cuss under my roof. You go to your friend's house and cuss. You know what you just did was wrong, but you're at a different place. It's still wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
As let's say a young girl don't have sex till you're 16. Okay, you go to another house and have sex at 15. That still makes it okay? No, you were told these rules.
These are
the Either way, y'all can be right because y'all want him in turmoil.
You want him to. You don't want him to be corrected by anybody.
I didn't say I don't want him to be corrected. I just don't,
want him to be corrected.
The man, he showed a gun.
He's give him a big old whooping on live or something. That's when he's having.
Nah,
invite him in here.
I interviewed y'all and tell him I'm on his side. Either way, y'all sound almost as delusional as Carl Anthony Towns.
We got one more.
We got one more something.
Patrick Beverly.
Nah, it's Carl Anthony Towns. Carl Anthony Towns.
Can you quote what he said real fast for the viewers?
Carl Anthony Towns said that he's a generational talent. They can go out and get 40 every game, and that their playoff run last year was better than the Nuggets playoff run. I don't know what kind of fucking weed they got in Minnesota, but that shit potent as a bitch.
That shit's smoking.
Carl Anthony Towns is most famous for him trying to back down Boogie, and Boogie just looking down at him, and Carl had a Lady of the Stress face on. It's bad. Like, bruh, what is wrong with you? Billy, I told you last year when we talked about them celebrating that show that this shit was gonna be in their heads forever, and boom.
You did say that.
Here go Carl. We had a better run and getting knocked out in the first round, making it from the play-in game.
I love the confidence he has, but come on, man.
That ain't confidence. That is drug abuse.
I mean, the confidence to think he can go get 40. I thought I was a great backyard receiver. Come on. We really got in a real game. I know I'm getting locked the fuck down.
Just like in the backyard. Carl Anthony Towns.
It's bad.
He said, when I know I'm going to be one of the best to ever play the game. What game? You talking about basketball?
Yeah. No, he's talking about 2K.
He's what, like 28 right now? 27? Like, you should have already been close to that conversation. You're not there yet. You're never going to be there.
Carl Anthony Towns, he would dominate me in basketball right now. No problem. I know that. He'd dominate all. That's okay. But
I'm too slippery for him.
Yeah, I'm with Matt. I think I get me a bucket off on Carl.
They're moving like
21. It might be 21-5.
But if I score 5 on Cat, I'm better.
You pay millions into your body. I just drink Busch Light and do a podcast.
Yep. Get that dunk on him like Shaq and push him down and say, no, Sean Kip.
But stop that crazy talk. I don't know if, man, it's weird because it's like, because we're in the media, we're talking about it, and it's like we shouldn't give this any time because what a fucking crazy idiot! Like what? Like for real, dude. What a crazy fucking guy! Like,
bruh. Hey, he sounds drunker than Paul Pierce on any show that he does.
This team value him.
You need to see Paul Pierce like that every game. KG and Paul Pierce need to do that every fucking game.
Oh wow!
Hey. I don't care, dude. That was so much fucking fun watching that because I watched it after the game. I watched the game again with Paul Pierce and KG.
And looking, whoa, dude, fucked up.
It was fucking awesome. It's what, dude. If KG is the person telling you to calm down, something's wrong. Like that.
You tell KG was annoyed as hell from that.
Dude, also, KG is really fucking hood for just a millionaire guy. Yeah. Talking like somebody you wouldn't fuck with. KG is up there because he was definitely like, "Hey, calm down." Paul Pierce was like, "Oh shit, let me calm down."
I respect the people who don't change. Like, if that's how you are, like, be that way. For people change when they get money. I'm glad that KG has not changed.
He on the court talking like he backyard. Get the rebound in. Pushing it up court.
Trash ass. Hey, that's funny as hell. I can't wait till we get money so I can see how Billy's going to switch it up. Actually,
I'll switch it up a lot.
Hey, Billy. Yeah. I don't know if you were here, but Tonio wants us to change up the dress code.
Oh, yeah, I know. We need to, though.
Next week, we're wearing suits.
It'd be like Step Brothers interview. Like, I knew it was weird.
You got suit money? What?
I'm just going to wear an old suit that I got.
Can you send one down here? I don't have an old suit.
Which I always say we just regular old people.
I got like a nice polo shirt and some.
I was gonna say, dude, I have a sweet polo shirt. I could wear that.
Yeah, we doing that next week. Billy ain't gonna be here no way. I mean, Matt ain't gonna be here no way.
The following week. How about let's start it in July?
Nah, fuck it. I'll start wearing polos. Last time I wore something nice, everybody was like, "Why do you wear like that? What do you got on?"
Only the real fans wear their real teams. If you ain't got a real anything of your team, get out of here.
It's jerseys from here on out.
Nah, jerseys.
We ain't got a jersey, but some type of support. I ain't got a Michigan jersey or Detroit.
The only jerseys I got is the Clemente and a Jackie Robinson jersey. That's all, and a Bobby Boucher jersey.
I'm about to buy a Torkelson jersey.
But what an episode. We kind of went longer on John than I thought. Christian's Corner was heavy also. We'll save baseball again for next week. We didn't talk anything about it.
Also, real quick, the Suns are going to suck.
Yeah.
At all. But, yeah.
We'll do Bradley Beal next week.
Yeah.
Hey, but this was a fucking great episode. Christian, how did you feel about today? You had a heavy fucking session.
This show was loaded. A lot of good conversations. I think it was a hell of a show. I really enjoyed myself.
Hell of a show. What about you, Matt? You thought it was all right?
Yeah, I thought it was all right. Learned that there's no gray areas with Tonio. It's either this or it's that. There's no in between. Mount Rushmore is the greatest of all time. No fun at all. I learned that about him. He doesn't like to have fun.
Tonio isn't the most fun guy ever. He's very serious about the show for sure.
Nah, he hates life, I heard.
Tonio, how do you feel, man? That was a great show, I thought.
It was dope, bro.
Okay.
Bill Belichick answer. Just dove straight to it.
All right, man. This was episode 68. We'll see you guys next week for 69. Nice.